we didn't forget about the rest of the team. NRG and Intel worked with an incredible new diamond company, Ice Dazzle, to create these fully customized diamond-encrusted Clout Clash Championship pendants inspired by the classic Intel gaming processors. You gotta take a look.
Yo, you gotta show me that thing.
This
Look
thing
at that.
Is absolutely ridiculous. I mean,
Woo!
let's get a close-up, and it's dazzling, trust me. I have my own pendant at home, and this beats it.
Is anyone going to stop us from walking out of here with that?
I'm definitely going to be taking these back to the crib. And
I wish I was competing.
Maybe I'll put this into my PC. It might be, you know, it might be.
I mean, it could probably power it up. I absolutely love it.
I want to put it on, but
it looks real nice. Yeah.
No, it's
no. It's too nice for you.
Hold on to that, buddy.
It's got a little weight to it too. Gotta love that.
Like each pendant has 358 14-karat diamonds, all lab-grown and sustainable. I mean, it's
yeah, pretty sweet stuff. Now, of course, a massive shout out to Intel for partnering with NRG on such an amazing event. But we are going to check out the rosters of our two teams competing today. Again, team captain s0m and FNS. s0m rocking out with Katie, Ethan, Hazed, and Sage Mommy. But FNS, I mean, that's a strong team. They got Muda.
Yeah, Verno, Muda. I'm a big fan of Muda. That guy's nostrils are massive, just like his gameplay is. So I'm very excited to see Team FNS. We did a little bit of content beforehand, voting who's going to happen, and yeah, I voted FNS all the way.
Yeah, you like FNS? I don't know. I think Team s0m is pretty strong, but we have a little recap of when they actually drafted their team, because there was some controversy going on. Let's check that out.
I mean, we already know who your first pick is, Sam.
Who?
KD1, you said.
What did I say, voila?
No, you didn't.
I pick Ethan Arnold. No, stop. No, voila, I was kidding. KD1.
Verno and Toki.
I pick Ethan and James.
I'm gonna go and pick
Okay,
Muda
yeah, okay, well,
and
let me just say
Sapnap.
this. Get Sage Mommy? Low-key a W roster, I'm not gonna lie.
Who's Sapnap and Tokabi? Who are these guys?
Excuse me? Sapnap literally owns NRG.
Okay, so they're pro?
All right, baby, you were telling me you're on Team FNS here. What's the deal? Why do you think he's taking it away?
I just think that Muda is such an impactful player in and out of the server. I mean, keep in mind that he did look a little bit nervous behind the scenes. There was definitely some mental warfare going on from s0m.
I saw s0m came out here and was like, Muda, you're not ready for the stage. Like, Muda, you don't get it. Like, you get up there, you're going to be quaking, you see everyone out in the crowd. By the way, we have tons of people in-house tonight. They've been here for like the last 3 hours playing games. You had a 1v1 station, all the good stuff. But no, I don't know. I have a hard time believing that it's going to be as smooth sailing as you think.
I think it's going to be competitive. I mean, but when you have a mastermind like FNS on your team, he's going to be able to micro Muda into massive plays for playmaking. It's going to be crazy.
I mean, I hear you. There's just two names that keep coming to my mind on the other side, and that's Ethan and s0m. How do you beat that duo?
You know what? I thought about this as well because Hazed is
Did you ever beat that duo?
Yes, I actually have. Believe it or not.
Fair play.
I actually did beat them when they were playing together on the same team.
Okay.
I don't know if Hazed was there or not, but they are very talented players now. They would mop the floor with me, by far. But I think Hazed is going to be the most impact on this team with s0m and Ethan. Because he's reuniting with his younger, children that he basically raised growing up in CS. And
Papa Hazed.
Yeah, he's cold. Like, I'm telling you, this guy in the server, when I would play against TSM or old iterations of NRG, he would just sit me down for no reason. I don't know how he would do it. Maybe some of that old man strength translating over to, like, video games. But, I mean, he's got it, bro.
I mean, there's a reason why he's still up there on the stage and I've got you here with me.
Exactly, bro. Like, legitimately.
It's just the way these things go. But honestly, I think we've got a really fun matchup, obviously, coming up very, very shortly. I don't know if you were actually able to check out some of the venue that we've got going here, but there's a night market section going on with an artist's alley. I saw you picked up a little poster.
It's actually insane. The artwork here is amazing. I bought a Yamato poster. Not a Yamato, sorry, that's Deadlock.
Yeah, nice try.
I bought a poster of One Piece. Yeah, One Piece.
There we go.
My bad. I'm deadlock pilled right now, but today's all about Valorant.
Today's all about Valorant.
Today's all about Valorant.
And we're going to be getting to Valorant in just a second. I believe we're ready for things on the stage, so we can jump into it.
All right, guys. I hope you're feeling good because it's time to get started with the Intel NRG Clout Clash. And first of all, I wanna know which is the favorite team. So who is rooting for Team FNS? Okay, there's a lot of people. There's people yelling over there. What about Team s0m? I'm feeling like there's a clear favorite here, but I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it just yet. Okay, let's welcome the teams to the stage. First of all, it's Team FNS. We got FNS, Verno, Tokibi, Sapnap, and Muda. All right, I hear you guys yelling before, so let's hear it for Team s0m! We got s0m, Katie, Ethan, Hayes, and Sage Mommy.
Man, baby, I cannot believe that FNS was standing up there getting them to boo s0m.
Yeah, his own teammate, huh?
That's crazy.
But that's the mastermind behind this entire roster, right? The IGL of NRG, and he's already playing mind games against his own teammates.
You think it's sort of a situation here where he needs to sit s0m down in the preseason so that next year s0m can't be running his mouth?
Yeah,
it's FNS's show?
He's got to humble him now so he can take control of him later on and actually be able to maneuver him around the maps.
I like it.
You know?
I like it. Winner of tonight basically gets to call next year.
Yeah, and bragging rights too, right?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I don't know about next year because apparently FNS might not be here next year.
Okay.
So, yeah, he said it himself. I don't know why he doesn't want to hang out and enjoy the great company of Valorant.
I think he was just talking about not wanting to hang out with you.
Is that what it was?
I think let's not get bogged down in specifics. It's not really that important.
Something I want to point out is what Muda was doing when the camera panned to him as soon as we were brought live. Sticking his tongue out, yelling at the camera. And this is stuff that we know him to do on TikTok. And yeah, keep in mind, there's no webcam here for him to smack around. No. But I have a feeling that if he gets a little too tilted from that man on the screen, Sam, he might just punch the monitor. I don't even know.
Yeah, we need to make sure we have a couple backup monitors just in case. Because literally, we're sitting a couple hours ago backstage, and s0m's talking to him. And he's like, every time I kill you tonight, I want you to look into my eyes and tell me you don't feel nervous. Like, okay. Talking some trash. But you know what? Dryad is standing by, and we're going to get straight into our map picks and bans.
Two captains to come to the front. FNS and s0m come here. Let's do the picks and bans to find out what we're going to be playing today. So, FNS, you're going for the first ban. What are you banning?
We'll ban Abyss.
Ban Abyss. What are you banning, s0m?
We'll ban Sunset.
Abyss and Sunset are banned. Now, first picks.
We'll pick Lotus.
Lotus first pick. What about the second pick?
We'll pick Bind.
Bind. Okay, back to the bans. Next ban.
I'll ban Icebox.
Ban Icebox?
We'll ban Haven.
Ban Haven. So, let me write this down. Icebox, Haven, and Remains. We got Abyss, Sunset, Lotus, Bind. Can anybody figure it out for us? Ascent. Ascent. Okay, Ascent remains. So we got the 3 maps. Yeah, I'm glad we figured that out. Okay, can we get a fist bump? Maybe not, maybe not. Okay, we send it to the casters right now. Enjoy the match, everyone.
It's rocket
That's
science.
awesome.
Picks and bans is rocket science, is what I just learned.
Yeah, you know, you'd think only memorizing 7 names of maps wouldn't be that hard, but you get up there, we're talking about being nervous on a stage, like, they crumbled.
Facts. Big facts. And that's something that may have been the demise of s0m and FNS when they had to go back into the team this year, right?
Well,
they had to sub in. The record was abysmal, right? So the fact that they had all that pressure, I mean, we're seeing it already immense in this stage right here.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think s0m's ever done bans before, so I actually don't blame him. FNS, it's not his first time around, but also I feel like maybe they got a little taste, because if they'd been walking around the venue, they'd know that we have a full-fledged boxing ring over there where you can actually just 1v1. Like, I'm not joking, it's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Boxing ring, 2 kitted out PCs with like a giant like jumbotron showing the POVs.
Yeah.
Look, all I'm saying is if they can't settle it out there in the server, they can settle it in the ring.
Yeah, they might have to duke it out without the PCs. We might just need to get the boxing gloves out. I mean, we saw them already kind of like...
They were throwing fists.
Yeah, got a body boxing a little bit, but I mean, speaking about these maps, you know, we got Lotus first, then we got Bind, then we got Ascent. It's pretty dry, you know? I mean, this is nothing too new in the books. Obviously, for those that don't know, we're going to be playing all 3 maps no matter what.
Yes.
And I'm not looking forward to seeing Ascent. I hope we get to see something cool, though, right? Like some cool comps, something wacky and not standard. Please
I mean,
not.
surely we're seeing
Please
some
not
Ethan
standard.
Yoru. Surely it's a Yoru day.
Oh, Ethan Yoru. You know,
Yeah.
he's been hyping the character up lately, too.
Look, I mean, I don't know if you remember like old school NRG like 2-3 years ago, but like some neon shenanigans on Ascent, like we could get up to some funny business. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm really curious to see the roles as well. I wonder, like, are we going to see FNS on Jet? I doubt it, but that would be great.
Yeah. I mean, that would be a lot of fun. That would be a lot of fun. Surely you start mixing things up.
But then they lose for sure, no?
Yeah, you know, we could get some s0m in there maybe.
s0m?
Some s0m? The good old times. Oh, I see them, they're loading into the game. But before we get there, I just want to again say thank you to Intel Gaming for making this event happen. Intel has the performance you crave with the efficiency you need. If you're a video editor, Twitch streamer, music producer, or just want to run Valorant at full frames, believe me, I do. The Intel Core Ultra processors improve both performance and efficiency so your PC can run cooler, quieter, and quicker. Let's get into Agent Select here, Baby Bay. No one's hard locked in just yet, except for the Finesse Cypher, so we're at least good for 3 on that.
And it looks like it's going to be very try-hard. They're taking this extremely serious. We get to see Ethan on Initiator and s0m on Duelist. This is something that I've been talking about on the NRG podcast, just telling them, like, just do it, bro. Just
go
play
back.
Duelist. Why not? But I'm glad we get to see it now. Maybe we probably not going to be able to see it, you know, at BCT next year, but at least we get to see him try out the Raze now, and he might just pub stomp. And I love the head-to-head of him against Muda if this actually gets locked in.
Get some Gecko in there, get some... I mean, these look fairly standard so far, all things considered.
Yeah, Ethan was hovering the breach, but he opts to go towards that Gecko. And it's going to be a double Senti if nothing has changed here from the side of Hayes.
Yeah. If anyone is wondering, Sorry I'm Loud is Sage Mommy, by the way.
Yeah.
Rocking the Cypher there.
Sorry I'm Loud. Sage Mommy on the Cypher. Hayes probably on the deadlock. Looks like they're going 1 by 1. There it is.
Double Duelist.
Everybody locked in.
All right,
might as
double
well be
Duelist,
triple
no
Duelist.
flashes. Talk to me about it, Baby Bay. What do we think?
I mean, you're going to have to just brute force your way in. And, I mean, they might know what they're doing here. I mean, Sapnap's going to be the one dashing in. Muda's going to satchel in. Now, can the double Senti composition handle all of these gap closers? Because keep in mind, you could satchel over Deadlock utility. You could satchel over Cypher utility. But what happens if it's layered on one another? I mean, it could get real grimy real fast.
Yeah, and honestly, like, especially if they're stacking the Cypher and the Deadlock towards the same sides of the map, like, that is so brutal to actually work on through. We are finally into Lotus. Everyone get hyped, get excited. We're just 30 seconds away from some action here. Team s0m and FNS going head-to-head with everything on the line.
Yeah, everything on the line. I mean, these pendants are insane. I still have it up here. I promise you, I'm not going to take this home.
Security, I think Baby Bay is walking away with the jewelry. All right. Enough of that now. Let's see what these teams have in store for us. Some s0m duelist action, of course, going to be good. And we're going to have a big brawl on the A side of the map early on. 4 players stacked on the defense, 5 coming in to attack from Team FNS. Quickly pushed back by that nade, though.
And infill clash, some would say.
Look at that, the quick re-clear coming in. Ethan sits him down. A quick 2-piece s0m trading in as well. I mean, that's the duo I was talking about. They're just unstoppable, Baby Bay.
Yeah, but he just went through a smoke alone. I mean, maybe it was the 1v1s that he did earlier against all the people here. He
was getting warmed up,
yeah,
it's true.
Is truly warmed up, getting the first 2 kills. And now, I mean, everyone is just corralled in here. They're stuck with the deadlock wall. Sage Mommy can't quite connect, but it's s0m and Ethan to take everybody out. And I mean, there's not much to go in depth in here besides for the immense amount of trash talk that's probably happening. I mean, I can't see them up there, but I guarantee you, s0m stood up and pointed at Muda.
Yeah, that was real nice. Don't ask what was happening at the end there. I'm sure they don't even know themselves. But, I mean, yeah, s0m and Ethan started off really nice. They even had that sweet pinch at the end, boxing up. Nice little lunchbox of the enemy team they were able to deal with. Hard to tell if there's any force or anything coming in. Checking FNS's inventory, nothing doing. And there's an outlaw on the other side. So, actually, we're going to be taking a quick tech or tack pause.
No talking, no typing is said from Ethan.
I don't think we're that serious.
We're going to have to redo the round.
Curious. I do like that we have all chat in here.
Yeah.
And we can actually see FNS coping in live time.
Yeah, and they're making fun of the VCT rules right now, saying, oh, like we took damage before the network errors happened.
Yeah.
So that means, you know, you have to go with what's going on in the round. But looks like we are still going to be paused here. Muda, welcome to the big leagues, baby. s0m, the mental warfare is not stopping whatsoever.
No, he's getting into it. He's getting into it.
Now, what happens, though, if Muda just goes nuclear at this point, from what is being said?
I mean, I think NRG have to make some more roster decisions.
Oh, you think you just get rid of Mata and you bring in Muda? I mean they both have the name starting with M.
It's true. I think that's a quick pivot you can easily make. You can just get some Sharpie and change the jerseys you've already printed.
Yeah, both young guns.
Yeah.
Coming into the server, fresh blood.
How many kills does Muda need in map 1 before he gets signed?
I think he needs at least 45.
45? One map? I mean, that's doable.
And even then, he might not get the trial.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to go absolutely nuclear if he ever wants to make it to the big leagues.
And if FNS gets, what, 5, he can stick around?
Damn, that's crazy.
Too soon. Okay, my bad.
Too soon.
Not reading the room. Oh, dear. s0m just sat down Sap.
Yeah, Sap maybe trying to go for a jump spot there, but s0m, I mean, he's not slowing down. He took a very aggressive angle there. But the rest of the action for the attacking side is going front B, and it looks like Muda is DC'd.
But dude, there's a trip there. There's a deadlock
trap. What is Muda doing? He's not even playing the game right now. He's just in a corner, baiting his whole team. Is this why he looks so good on TikTok?
It must be, honestly.
Oh, he's finally back. Cool. But Ethan.
Oh, getting active. A little re-clear there. Doesn't find anyone. But unfortunately for Team FNS, they're going straight into s0m. s0m did not leave after posting up and get that first kill. As a matter of fact, he got an orb, and he's getting a couple of more kills. FNS with the frenzy is able to take him down. There will be an outlaw acquired, but with the door opening, Ethan is going to immediately rip out FNS. A blind comes through, the dizzy util dumped. With 45 seconds left on the clock, there is not much room for FNS to go anywhere.
Sage Mommy with the delay, but it's Muda. Picks up another one. Oh my goodness, what is this, a 2v2? But Hayes, he's on the flank right now. And that's the spike.
Spike down, C.
Spike spotted right outside the door, nowhere really to go. We're caught up with the nets. And those players are isolated. There's an opportunity now as shots go missing. Hayes is going to coolly take care of business though. Not even close.
With 70 years of experience under your belt, it's no question that Hayes is going to be amazing in these 2v2 scenarios. I mean, this guy has literally been playing video games since video games were invented. That is Hayes, ladies and gentlemen. What a performance, but good damage done from the side of Team FNS.
That's true.
Trying to break down the economy.
Just going to be Hayes holding on to that outlaw, going over to the next one. Some Buckies, some nonsense. We'll see what Team Finesse can do over towards this C site. Completely abandoned for the time being. Yet again, hard stack on 2B. Dizzy goes up, is shot down. So now Team s0m will know players are headed over into C.
Yeah, it's a free site too, so it's going to be a 5v5 post plant versus retake. And this is looking pretty good right now for Team FNS. If they can get the spike planted, but it's not planted for Mound right now.
Yeah, they're going to have to play on site.
Yeah.
And they're going to have to play on site when s0m already has the ult in round 3. Double satchels to work with too. Here he goes. Party on the way. One falls down, but he's dealt with quickly to follow. Hayes finds a few more, and as Ethan from above is shut down by Verno, it's a 1-on-2. Overheal times out in just a few seconds, but Muda's there around the corner to wrap things up.
Yeah, absolutely. Massive round from Muda, taking out s0m after becoming unblinded from that flash. And he's probably yapping right now. I think the head-to-head counter right now from Muda to s0m is Muda's up 1-0. Something we got to keep track of here.
We absolutely are. Yeah, write that down. We don't want to be forgetting that. Although we'll see how even it is, that 1v1, when s0m has a judge in his hands. The ultimate not paying off in that round. But hey, ult economy for NRG looking fantastic because Ethan's got his too. Hayes is just one off the deadlock ult as well.
Yeah, deadlock ult is something that could be so tilting to play against. I mean, you could be behind multiple corners, it just bounces off, yoinks you. You're absolutely obliterated. But it's another C Mound default.
s0m's playing close with the judge, spotted out. Oh, and he takes the shot. They know the judge is there. Team Finesse call out of that, but as Verno shut down in front B, they don't really have that lurk option to fall back into.
Yeah, and that's by Katie as well, the Omen player. If Verno gets that frag, all of a sudden there's no smokes on the field for Team s0m. But that's not the case here. And Katie, she's going to be going up against the likes of Muda. A little bit of whiffage here, but the Omen can be
Quick
so
little dodge.
Great.
She gets herself out of that tight corner, but again, down under a minute now. Finesse is going to call to open up that door and pivot back into C, but there's tons of util here. Hayes is going to be able to lock this site down with a well-timed net. The dash goes absolutely nowhere, and s0m shows up with the judge. First kill goes his way. The second player is blinded. It just made a little bit too easy for him with the help of all that util.
Analysis. The judge is broken. I mean, long range, short range, doesn't matter where you shoot from. You just two-pump players. And that's 3 in the round for s0m. Bringing in the judge from what, round 2 into this one as well? Like,
he went for the buy actually because they lost round 3. Just said, give it to me anyways. That's fine.
Look at the chat right now.
Oh no.
It's a raise differential.
Go outside.
9-2 for s0m. And look at Muda sitting at an even 3-3-3. But that's pretty satisfying to look at though.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Maybe not in terms of KD, but it's nice numbers.
I mean, you know what, Team FNS, they just need to warm up a little bit. They didn't get to do too many 1v1s. I mean, Verno was up there.
That's true.
I'm not gonna lie, he's getting clapped up by some of the people here, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I mean, look, usually you get, a little bit of time to go warm up in the back rooms, and I think s0m may have actually had an opportunity to do that because the man's on 10 kills in 5 rounds.
I was saying it. I mean, I hate to say I told you so, but this guy needs to be on Duelist.
Yeah. He's looking pretty sick out there. I gotta give him credit. Shout out Muda though with a quick 2-piece on the round. That's the showstopper unlocked for him as well.
I know
2 players currently sitting on the A site, and they will be revealed with a neural theft. B site wide open, apart from s0m swinging into the corner. He takes down FNS. And Muda heats up with that showstopper. Has to find Sage Mummy in the corner, and he does. A 3K for him, and now it all comes down to Hayes.
Absolutely fired up, Muda, 3 to the round. You know he wants that 4th as well. He wants to be the one to close it out. FNS bantering in the chat. Hayes, don't use your ult. He's baiting him to use it. I see what he's doing.
Hey, it's reverse psychology. He
is?
wants to bait that out because he's not winning this round. No way he's winning this round.
And you know what? Speaking of players that are dinosaurs in terms of esports years, I mean, yeah, we spoke about Hayes, but Finesse, he's also one of those guys that's right up there.
Oh, Hayes, that's 1. Hold on now. That's 2. 3rd one, and he knows where we are. The ultimate, he whiffs. He whiffs the ult. He's trying to aim through the walls. Turn those off. The clock is ticking. Hayes, you got to take a fight. He wins it. But there's just no time. Absolutely no time. FNS calling him out for being a stats player, and you know what, baby babe? I got to agree with him.
Hey, at least he went for it, though. There's a lot of players that would opt to just save. Instead, showing utter dominance in the server, rolling back the years, and just dominating the remaining 3 members. A 1v3, yeah, it didn't go his way, but the confidence definitely going in his team's favor.
I mean, look, the shots were all there. I just want to know what happened with the ultimate. Like, does he think it goes through walls?
That would have been so clean. He thought he was on the left, but he was on the right. It was a bad guess.
Man, because you do the fadeaway there, you just diffuse while they're getting reeled in.
Absolutely unlucky.
Another day on the open water.
Hey,
fishing away.
Yeah, and FNS slowly crawling back into this one, but it's
big fight, paranoia. They're letting it rip. Team s0m, they're pushing and they're getting it. Ethan finds the first, but they're not going to find a lot more after that. Sage mopping a quick 2-piece, but now again it's hazed in a 1-on-2.
Oh my gosh, can he actually do it this time around? The spike isn't planted yet, so he does have a lot of time to work with to get closer, close that gap, close the distance.
Big problem too is Verno's got that Cloval. So if Verno's the first to die, he's straight back up. Hayes sees the side, good wall bang for the kill. Still, the clock starting to tick away. The decay, he doesn't want to go for the fight. He's timing it out, and with the wide swing, Verno takes 3 and takes the round.
The rookie takes over the old head, and Hayes, I mean, he's smiling and laughing, enjoying himself up there. Something that he probably hasn't had a moment for in a while. I mean, when I see this guy stream ranked, I mean, he's pretty depressed, man. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, I would be too if I was playing ranked.
Yeah, ranked is absolutely abysmal right now. But speaking of ranked, if you look at the chat, Muda, a complete ranked player. I mean, he's here talking back, yapping. He's trying to catch up to s0m so he can have that one up. That's the dignity that we were speaking about earlier.
Yeah. You got to take down s0m on the raise. That's your spot.
Yeah, that is your spot.
Okay, what do we think of Team s0m running the exact same C play and now going for a quad flank?
I mean, all the players here are corralled from the side of Team FNS. If they don't speed up right now, they're going to get caught lacking.
Uh-oh. Flash comes in, 2 players blinded up. They're stuck on the back of Rebel, but Ethan has util out in hand. No one has their gun out! Take your gun out, s0m! What are you doing? And now Verno's rezzed up. I mean, the round's cooked.
He's got the bunkie. Sage Mommy, be careful. It's not the Bucky that gets the frag at the end of the day, but Hayes, again, the baiter of this squad. How is he the last man alive for the last 3 rounds? Tell me, Ender.
I don't know, but if I'm hazed, I'm in all chat defending the allegations. And they're flying.
And at what point do you start talking smack to your own team? Yo, guys, like, come on, give me a break. Like, why am I playing Rotate Simulator here?
I mean, literally, like,
oh no.
Why do we not have guns out?
Oh no, Muda talking mad smack right now to s0m because he dropped them in the last round.
Hey,
that's another tally.
It's the back
right
and
there.
forth.
Has s0m actually taken out Muda?
I think he got one early. You said.
I'll give him a 1.
I'm trusting you.
I'll give him 1. So Muda is up right now in the head-to-head against s0m. It's 2-1.
And they're both on the same side of the map here. Could be another fight if we go over in towards tree. Verno actually trying to take first fight over here.
Oh, but
puts down the smoke, and there might be a paranoia trap here as the wall goes down, but again, KD, util in hand, is able to secure the 1, and some spam to be returned on the other side, but look at that net! They're all trapped up there. Hayes is getting more kills with the Sheriff somehow. Man has to be put down, and he finally is, but Team FNS, they're doing wonders here. Stopping that refight in its track. Verno, I mean, what is that, 3Ks at this point?
Yeah, he's absolutely heating up right now, and you're already seeing the synergy of Verno and FNS, maybe from rank play, whatever it may be, showing in this show match right here, this Intel Clout clash.
Not an easy spot to be in either, because they got completely stuffed going over into the B site, but turned straight back around into A, and we're just ready for that fight to come their way.
Yeah, they got absolutely pinched. Right now, s0m still sitting at the top 11, but he's been relatively quiet, especially in all chat.
Big A fight, full util out, satchel up from s0m. And he's got posted over on Rubble. Big decay though.
Yeah.
Means he doesn't really want to swing, but they used a molly, they used the nade, so A control belongs to Team s0m for the time being.
And that's why you see FNS right now trying to relieve some pressure from that A site by breaking this deadlock utility front B. Maybe you could go back A if you want to re-clear late, but instead it's just going to be a full C hit here. You have double duelist. Why not go for the double entry?
Hayes getting active here on site, pushing forward. No one's ready for him as he wraps around the side. The first one is hit. There's another. Oh, man. He's looking nice there when he's fighting with his team.
He's looking so crispy when he's not baiting everybody. No, I'm playing. I'm joking. We're not going to do Hayes like that. He had to play Rotate Simulator.
Finesse already with the excuses. No sound.
Hey, guys, I can't aim. I think it has to do with my sound.
Guys, I got paranoid. Why did my sound go out?
Guys, what happened there, you know? And it's just going to be the up-down. I mean, Verno, he may be great. He might be a prodigy, but he can't do this. Not here, not now. The land nerves. It's the land nerve, right?
I think so. I think so.
Not the one before.
His first rodeo.
Yeah. That's what it is, surely.
I mean, he got one. Got to give him some respect for that, at least.
Yeah, and finally an answer back, right, from Team s0m. They haven't gotten around in what seems like forever. 4 in a row it was for Team FNS.
Yeah.
And yeah, Verno is just absolutely going nuclear right now. I mean, he's literally bred for these moments. He's bred for gaming.
Yeah, rigorous
routine, young gun. I mean, he's the promised land for NRG in general. So it's no wonder why FNS wanted to pick this kid up.
I'm excited to see him play next year. I'm excited to see more today. Quick ult into the B site. Tons of ults actually for Team Finesse. Rocket goes through. No kill, but a little bit of damage perhaps on the back end.
Brother, who's that? Just like his homie, Rose.
Oh, we are flooding. Look at s0m getting active. Katie coming out of heaven as well. And there's nothing you can do. Finesse is alive, but only for a fraction of a second. 4 remain for s0m.
But if you're Muda right now, you took out s0m. Yeah, it may have been
a
lucky nade. Yeah, it may have been a lucky nade, but he still took him out. Muda winning the head-to-head 3-1.
I mean, look, abilities are important in Valorant, okay?
Yes.
He's just got better nades than s0m, is what that tells me.
Especially when s0m had already killed 3 into the round.
Someone had to shut him down.
Yeah, perfect play from Muda. All of a sudden, it's a tied game, ladies and gentlemen, 5-5. It's so tense, ever tense.
Knives popped early. Oh my God. That'll be the last time Ethan ever does that. Verno just slaughtered him.
And you already know what Ethan's saying. Okay, you did it to me, you better do this in our matches when we're actually playing.
Seriously. I mean, Katie getting swarmed a bit, is able to get one down, and now Hayes does the old connect. Not quite. Actually does. That's going to be a big one if the player isn't shot out first. S0m with 2 is critical because that ends up securing the kill onto Finesse.
But
Verno
kid.
testing the water just a little bit. s0m creeping on forward. Spike completely out in the middle of nowhere. And Verno's trying his best, but each swing he just gets taken down lower and lower and lower. He'd have to hit a miracle shot. It's just not going to happen against s0m.
Too tough. s0m going huge into this round, taking out Muda, who I believe said would retire if he ever lost a head-to-head against s0m. So, Muda, he's going to have to retire after this event. You heard it here
tough.
first. Yep.
I mean, at least, you know, he has things to fall back on, like TikTok.
Having a big nose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, those are the really important things to him, and you got to love that.
I mean, more air gets in the system. You're able to be as tall as him. No.
I'm a little taller than he is.
Yeah, you got it perfectly fine.
I mean, not the flex, but here we go. 6-5, chance for Team Finesse to tie things up. s0m actually hiding back over in towards Link. Knows there's going to be a player close, but Katie gets slammed by Muda. Big shots coming out, but now the showstopper out, and Muda drops to s0m again. It's just not going to happen. s0m still playing around that corner, wants to keep on going for those peaks. I feel like he's just playing around with them at this point.
Yeah, and that Fade ultimate doesn't connect on anybody.
Katie doesn't miss a beat. She drops it immediately as an all chat. The mental warfare strong out on the server today.
And the problem here is the spike hasn't been planted yet. And all 3 members of the defensive side are here, slowly creeping forward into the site.
And Hayes, s0m again is able to find a kill. Hayes waiting for this clove to come out of that ultimate. Somehow, Verno's still alive in backside. They've got to deal with this guy somehow. And no, he's able to get that kill. He's still in it. s0m in a 1-on-2, but very low HP on her.
Oh.
And it's not going to happen. Verno ties things up at the half.
Yeah, played to perfection right there. So we do close the half out 6-6. It's a tie game, but this map, it's attack-sided, Ender. I don't think this was enough for Team FNS to pull through.
I mean, it's close, and I don't know, you always feel like Lotus is an attack-sided map, but I also don't necessarily know how that plays out when everyone's playing together for the first time. It can be a little bit loose, because literally all we saw was non-stop execs that half.
But I think, to be fair, in FNS's defense, you're running a double duelist.
True.
You kind of have to play that way. So maybe on the defensive side, where you can bring the fight at these chokes, at A main, at C mound, maybe it'll work better their way.
I mean, Team FNS, they've got a bunch of agents that just want to, hold contact angles against you, a Jet, a Clove, a Raze. So they have options to fight on multiple fronts, and that's what they're doing. 2 players outside C, 3 outside A, but it's going to be C where the first fight comes into play. Sapnap toying around that corner a little bit, but will end up falling back.
But the thing is, FNS, there's a trip front B. There's nothing here to really delay C besides that cage that they threw out earlier. And yeah, Sapnap is here with the Jet. But if there's an actual execute that will follow through, I still think it would be very hard to hold. As we say all that, it's going to be a rotation towards that A site, a re-clear late into the round.
It's
right
really
now.
just Muda here.
Yeah, in a super slow approach. Muda, he's worried that somebody already crept in.
Yeah.
Has to re-clear all these angles. He does sneak into sight before the actual execute comes in.
But he's not going to know they're coming for a very long time. And his team is not in position to rotate. It is Muda against the world. Now, though, he hears the wingman. He hears a smoke. He hears the orb being taken. And he knows his chance to go for that peek. Around the corner, s0m shuts him down easy enough. And that's the A site belonging to s0m.
Obliterated in the head-to-head. We're all tied up now. And s0m, he's going to be typing like a madman, win or lose after this round because of that head-to-head entry.
That he is. 3 players coming out of heaven for Team FNS. And Sapnap is going to be in a 1v2 outside of Baby Door.
Oh my God.
Verno hunting it down, but I mean, these players are just dropping like flies. Absolutely nothing going FNS's way. That is a flawless round for s0m.
And it's just so sweaty. I don't know who's yelling right now from the side of s0m. I imagine it would be Ethan looking at this roster, or it could be Old Man Hayes. It could be Old Man Hayes, but the C info into the front B info, re-clearing all the A space, creeping up, breaking the B door, and then execing. I mean, this is way too try-hard. I thought this was a rank game. What's going on here? This is very sweaty.
They want to win the bling. That's what it's all about.
And I don't blame them. I want to win the bling. I want to win the bling.
I mean, we'll ask after game 1 if anyone, Team FNS want to sub you in for someone. I don't know.
Yeah, but look at the absolutely shameless from s0m. Rocking the Outlaw back-to-back anti-eco rounds.
I mean, he's just stats padding.
Come on, man. It's that serious for him. Then again, there is a lot at stake, like you said. Sapnap, you better be careful here.
Cage triggered.
Exposing even an elbow at this moment. s0m is waiting for the jump spot. Ooh. Aiming even higher. He's going to pre-fire it as soon as the pixel shows. Can't connect. What a noob.
That's a tight one there.
Yeah, that was a tough shot. That was a tough shot. But I mean, surely you hit that. I mean, the amount of money that you're getting from NRG.
I mean, you'd expect, oh, that's illegal. You can't do the door boost. Come on now, s0m.
He's so shameless, man.
That's just disrespectful, straight up. The fast swing with the Outlaw. Sit him down. Sit him down. Show him who's boss, Muda.
Later, kid. No, how did he hit that, though? That was impressive.
That was gnarly.
That was pretty impressive. I'm surprised Muda's hanging in here. Like,
Yeah.
sometimes ranked players can be a bit of a meme. This guy's the real deal, clearly. Ethan will clean up the round, though. It's 8-6 for the attacking side. Team s0m taking the lead, and it's a must-win round right here.
Sure.
Snowballing out of control.
It's funny because I heard s0m talking to FNS backstage, and FNS was calling out because s0m's like, yeah, we're going to be defaulting our attack side. We're going to play it slow, really grease it up, try hard it.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, and FNS was not happy with that, and they're doing exactly that.
Some scumbaggery.
They played slow into C, a little lurk
really
action
well.
front B, late hit A. Like, what is this?
Oh my gosh, the smack talk. s0m. Surely he closes this one out. He has to. With everything he's been saying in the chat so far, it would be an absolute detriment to not close this one out for his squad. He's got to drop at least 35.
Right now, Finesse is calling the reinforcements. 2 players already headed over here. And here's quite a lot. Thrash now sent out. They've got to deal with that Thrash. It's not so easy to break that one. That's 1 player detained at least. It might have been both. Hold on now, Team s0m are running over the side. It's a 3K for s0m. Sapnap got 1, but a 1v4 is just way too much.
Absolutely massive plays from s0m. The team captain running it down. And that Thrash, it was wonderful. The fact that it did connect on not only FNS, but Muda as well. It made for an easy rocket kill.
Someone's there.
And now Sapnap just absolutely stuck. s0m on the hunt. He does get taken out though. Ooh.
Damn.
Shots. All of a sudden, this is
Okay, Sapnap, there's no time. We're dashing in. Ace will not be gifted over. But that was an excellent display of shooting.
Yeah. Actually wonderful shots, wonderful gameplay. Getting a lot of the weapons out, but that's the bonus round away of Team s0m. So the economy is going to be looking amazing. Yeah. It's going to be looking immaculate.
And what happened there? They're trying to flood out on site. No one's shooting the Thrash. 2 players get detained back in spawn.
I think it was that Thrash, that Gecko ultimate. It was just too...
The showstopper a little bit more annoying than Jet Lives, in my personal opinion.
You might be right. You might be right.
But like the way they're playing with this, slow default style, like they've been securing both orbs in the last few rounds. That's certainly played into it.
And just absolutely shameless. FNS, he's going to be the lone warrior towards that A side of the map. Has to be wary though. If he shows even an inch to s0m here. Yeah.
I like Finesse going for that fight. s0m getting active into the site. Already predicting, hey, there's no one here. I've seen this too many times from Finesse. Whoa, what are we looking at?
Oh, no. What was that? From both.
s0m had to pull out the shorty and get the kill, man.
What was that from both players?
That's just foul.
He's sitting at 6 HP.
I mean, like, at least he hit the leg shot first. That wasn't just a 1 pump from the shorty that got the kill, but still can't feel good for Finesse.
Ooh. Sapnap feeling good from that last round, bringing it into this one. Honestly, the only shining star so far on this defensive side for the side of Team FNS.
Ooh, Muda's looking nice with it. Can't quite find Ethan's head.
Ooh.
And Katie Kwan means business.
And the late flank to secure the round. I mean, mechanics, strategy. It's all going the way of Team s0m right now on this map of Lotus. And if I'm not mistaken, this is Finesse's map pick, right?
I would be lying to you if I told you I remembered.
I think it is. I think it is. Either way, 10-6 is the score line. The bleeding has to stop. It has to.
But look, what are they doing with their economy? They like half bought last round. I guess Jet has knives, so it's not so bad, but still. 3 full rifles and the knives. Double satchel from s0m coming around the corner. Muda and s0m. Who's gonna find it? Muda's stunned up, though. It's not a fair fight. He's taken down. s0m and Ethan again working together beautifully. They keep finding kills. And Finesse keeps finding the pavement. Yeah, he gets the kill front B, but that's quickly traded out. And it's a round 1 in, what, 15 seconds?
Just nothing right now going the way of Team FNS. Satchels being thrown, the nervousness being shown right now from Muda. He can't believe it. He's never been on this stage. He's never had to come back in a manner like this in front of so many people. At least
the pressure's getting to him now.
That's laughter. That's nervous laughter.
Oh, absolutely.
That's exactly what that is.
Absolutely. The guy's not nervous at all.
I don't want to be that guy, though, but you said something earlier, FNS. If he gets 5 kills, he's good. He's got 7.
Don't be the... Okay. He's good.
He's chilling.
He's chill. Now let's see if they can get 7 rounds. That's the next mission.
Beating the 5-kill allegations.
C-site left completely open. Hey, that front B trap looking real nice. Toki, unfortunately, with a stinger in hand, just isn't able to fight at that long range. But Verno has done some nasty things so far this game. Right now, it is a true 1v1 on site. If Verno acts quickly enough, would also be removing the showstopper. Smokes can box him into sight, and he can tap this spike, bring the players to him. Showstopper is going to make sure there's absolutely no fun to be had, but he gets in front of it, 19 HP. Clock is ticking away, and s0m finishes the job.
Yeah, Verno tried his absolute best in that 1v2. That Showstopper, yeah, it doesn't actually fully connect, but it was just too much damage that was done. What, 139 done? Easy cleanup for s0m into the round. We're at match point already. This has been a speed run on the attacking side of Lotus. An absolute speed run.
I feel like s0m's been kind of shooting this game as well.
Yeah.
I've seen a few of her lurks pay off and get some big kills.
Absolutely.
Closes up at the end there. Yeah, 13 frags, not too shabby. That's better than everyone but Verno and Muda.
Yeah. No, but you know what? Sapnap has had huge moments on this defensive side.
Yeah.
I think back-to-back 3Ks. So slowly crawling back up there, and that's something that you like to see going into the future maps. Yeah, even if this one is over, it's not done yet. You got 2 more to work towards.
What can Muda do here? Showstopper in hand, needs 1 tap with the Guardian. And then to come up big, because 5 players from Team FNS are already on this side of the map. They are ready to flood out of B-Link and get out into the site if Team s0m overcommit. Quick break of the Dizzy, nade forces them off of the corner. I mean, s0m is just waiting for him to swing around, but Toki finds the kill. Hold on now, Showstopper out as well. Verno gets 1, Showstopper secures another, and that spike completely out in the middle of nowhere.
1 enemy remaining.
Katie, the sole survivor now, and well, there's been some nice shots, but not in the 1v3.
I mean, an absolutely beautiful swing from Toki in that moment. Understanding that there's not many options here. That raise nade, I mean, if you stay in the corner there, it's going to chip you down. Even if it doesn't take you out, it'll chip you down enough for, you know, s0m to just get some easy cleanup kills. But the wide swing with the Spectre, that's what you like to see, eliminating the captain of the team. And I guess that is just the name of the game here. If you take out s0m, you win the round.
Yeah,
and he's sitting at almost 30.
The trick is get a stinger and never stop moving.
Yeah. Yeah,
good luck, s0m. Try to track it. You know?
That's my type of gameplay for sure.
That's the good stuff. Well, s0m right now is sitting at 29 frags.
Clear. s0m! He does it all!
He saw just a speck of shoulder there. That was enough for him to turn and get that kill. Almost didn't trust himself, but Muda has been heating up here over towards A, kind of his playground now, as Team s0m are forced over into the B site. Still up in heaven, FNS waiting. That one out and gets his before eventually going down.
And some great damage done as well onto Ethan. Ethan sitting at 15 HP, but he does get the Thrash online and available after planting the spike. Muda, he has to back off a little bit here. That doesn't
big
connect.
Pop. They know at least one is coming in through Baby Door, and s0m now in a 1v1 against Verno, pushes him back, but Verno still gets another kill. Team FNS are holding on.
Yeah, too poised, too confident in holding that angle. Yeah, there's a satchel, there's a nade, but it didn't matter for Verno. He's no rookie to this game. He's used to playing against some crazy tier 2 talent. I mean, one of his current teammates, Mop. Yeah, one of the best raises in tier 2 right now. So s0m is a walk of the park for him.
Absolutely. And now only 4 rounds start to separate FNS and s0m. Economy yet to take a hit.
Now, after this round, this might be the actual comeback for Team FNS. They need to secure this one down, because you're 100% correct. The economy will be in shambles for Team s0m.
Again, FNS calling to play aggressively over into Mound, but s0m is getting in front of that smoke this time around. What a play! Oh. He sits down Muda, but Verno is still there for a couple of kills, and they keep on coming. Verno pushing forward around Mound. That's 3 now, and he's only going to be stopped by getting kidnapped from Hazed.
Oh! And what is that follow-up as well from Hazed? The door opening up. Rez, there's nowhere to go!
That's a crazy res. You're not doing anything with that one. Sap opened up the door though, keeps on fighting through, but is dinked through the sand. Just 86 HP on that. Gonna regroup her, at least waste some time thinking about regrouping towards Mound.
But look at the setup on site. So much deadlock utility being thrown around.
I mean, it's just not fair.
This is so tough for Sap. And a camera you have to deal with as well. I mean, you just got a full send. There's not much you can do here.
Now, Verno dropped down a smoke from beyond the grave to try and get Sap to be able to close the distance a little bit, but Sap decided to stay on the outside of sight. Cage comes in. Sap with a chance to isolate, but now they know exactly where the jet is. Clock continues to tick away.
Oh,
now there's a
good.
stun. There's still a trip to work on through. Revealed and dealt with. Almost not, but hazed. He wins out in the 4K. Last one alive. Secures the round for his team.
But it was competitive.
Yeah.
It was almost a comeback in that map from Team FNS. It really did come down to that round. But the pressure that s0m put on this entire game, it was immense. I mean, it just felt like Team FNS could not handle anywhere he went.
Yeah, honestly, he got his 30 kills, right?
He did.
And it was dead even at the half. But then winning that bonus with s0m's ultimate and with Ethan's Thrash, like, from that point on, it was pretty much lights out.
Yeah, you just dig a grave once you give a team that many ultimates, that many ult orbs.
Yeah.
And, you know, if you fire up a player like s0m, especially on the duelist role, which I've been seeing him play a lot in ranked, and he knows how to carry. I mean, ranked is tough nowadays, man. I think they're ready to box already. They're ready to box already.
A little trash talk, a little laughter between the games, getting ready for it. Maybe some colluding on the strats for the next game. 1v1 me down mid, something like this, you never know.
And it might be just that. Yo, pick this agent, meet me here, and let's just duke it out. Let's see what happens. I mean, I'd be excited for it.
What was the tally at the end of the day, Muda and s0m?
Yep, so tally from the Muda versus s0m head-to-head is Muda killed s0m 4 times and s0m killed Muda 5. So s0m is
pretty
winning.
tight.
And it was a comeback. It was in the second half where s0m actually just started bodying Muda. Put him in body action.
But I mean, straight up, you get out of the game against s0m and you check the what your stats are versus every opponent, the rundown, and you're like 4-5. All right, that's a gold star. We'll take those. You know, it's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad at all. But Muda, I know him. This is infuriating him. He's going to be ramped up. He's going to be amped up in the back wherever they're chilling.
I'm standing by with FNS, and FNS, you didn't win that first map. It was kind of close. You guys were kind of making a comeback. So tell me, what is it going to take for you guys to win that second? Because even though you're playing all 3 maps, you definitely want to get the win, though.
Yeah, I think we're going to need to try a little bit harder. I didn't realize they were going to come in all sweaty. I've never seen defaults like this. We've even run in VCT before, so I don't know why they're putting in so much effort, but at the same time, I understand they want the PC at the end, you know. They want the winning prize. They want to beat me. They want to beat Muda, all that. So, yeah, I think Sam is trying a little too hard, in my opinion, so I just have to match that.
Yeah, so does that mean playing duelist, playing jet, playing race? What does that mean for you?
I mean, I'm still going to continue running it down, regardless of what agent I am, but yeah, we're going to definitely, on attack side, we need to play a little bit slower.
Okay, and now s0m gets the first map, but what message do you have for him for the second map?
What message do I have for him? I just want to ask him to stop trying so hard. I just feel bad at this point. Like, it's embarrassing almost.
Yeah, like he's doing too much.
This is what happens when people like him don't win any titles. They have to, they work harder, you know, they want to prove themselves, so I get it.
Okay, no, we get it. We'll find out what he has to say about it. So this is everything that I have for the interview, and we'll send it back.
I mean, look, calling him out for trying a little bit too hard. The defaults were exceptionally sweaty, baby.
Yeah, and he said something that was very true. They were playing a very fast-paced attack, and it kind of felt like you had to with the double duelist. But now that it's going to be a sweat fest, is FNS just going to go full VCT IGL mode? But I even want to just backtrack even more. This guy was like, yo, where was this when we were playing, brother? That's what FNS just said to s0m. And he also just called him a straight bum. He's like, you have no trophies.
Yeah.
Bro, that's crazy.
I mean, he's gonna have some bling after today if he keeps this up.
And yeah, what's better? I mean, if you can't win a trophy, you might as well get a nice ass, you know.
Yeah, you know,
pendant.
we'll take that. Honestly, those things might be worth a little bit more than a trophy.
Yeah, you know what? I don't know if you guys saw that EMEA trophy. That Fnatic one. These pendants absolutely destroy them. Absolutely destroy
the
that
3D printed trophy, you gotta love it.
Yep.
We did get some hot news though, walking in front of us while we were off camera though. Ethan came by and told us that s0m was actually the one IGLing.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, blows my mind. Maybe s0m is hunting for FNS's job?
Yeah, who would have thought that s0m was actually smart at Valorant? I mean, you know, the guy's good at fragging, and I guess he has a bigger brain than FNS, but we'll see.
I thought that if you were IGLing, it was difficult to put up numbers, but s0m dropped a 30 bomb.
Oh, so you're just taking shots at Puja?
No, I'm just talking in general at IGLs.
That's
purely talking generalities right now.
Yeah, that's what s0m's saying too right now. Yeah. He's like, yeah, dude. Yeah, dude.
It seems a little easier than I thought it was. Maybe it's because I'm playing as streamers.
You know what, Finesse? You played Duelist. and I'll IGL now.
We call that the Sawduck.
Oh, yeah.
How'd that good do?
Not well.
Is he in Europe now? I don't know. I don't know. Honestly, Team s0m crushed in that second half, though. It was a thing of beauty watching their sweaty, defaulty sides. And you can't ask for any more. Do you think s0m's going to take it easier in game 2?
I think a map like Bind is a lot harder to call on when you're not in actual IGL. That being said, if s0m plays Raze again and does what he just did, I mean, he might just have his way.
I mean, I feel like Bind is one of the sweatiest maps possible.
Exactly. Exactly. So, like, a true IGL is required for a map like this.
Well, you know what? Our teams are going to be... Hi, Chet.
What? Yeah.
So Chet's back is beautiful, as you can see. Oh, he brought us some chicken nuggies. Thank you.
Not sponsored, by the way.
That's lovely. All right, well, we're going to wipe the sweat off and take a quick break before game number 2. Don't you go anywhere. We're going to eat those nuggies. Now a 2v3 has turned into a 2-on-1 with a bit of a high-low setup. Sapnap is going to have to find the first shot, dismiss on out of there, but isn't able to do it. s0m secures the second round for s0m.
And s0m just way too fast. The impact she has had in the server. Yeah, she's not sitting at the top all the time, but the impact of the kills that she's getting, the round winning, you know? Notably, the pistol round against FNS. Now, getting that quick trade against Arena who can dismiss away. It's tough to do. This is like the first LAN for a lot of these players too. So, you know, playing on even ping, it's different. It's a different game, different beast entirety.
It's one that Team s0m were looking way better at in match number 1. But this time, Muda, that was a satchel swing, by the way, into showers. He went for it, and Ethan's just griefing, question mark? I don't know what that TP was. Got shut down instantly.
Hayes finally the one to take him out. Hayes trying to get the second on Verno, but Verno, the movement too clean.
Wait a moment. Cage triggered.
4 players now from Team FNS rotate over into that A site, but Katie is still creeping up over into that site. How does she get that? Finesse taken down. Luckily, Sapnap is there to secure, and the round will go to Team Finesse.
Yeah, an absolute firing squad on that quick retake. There was only 2 players in short. Not too many places that the enemy could be, and now we see Muda sitting at the top after he went for that satchel swing and then followed up with more onto Ethan. Ethan having a rough one so far, sitting at 1-5.
I think that's because he keeps running into showers, Trey. That's my theory, at least, is maybe if he stops going showers, he won't be induced to just teleport in dry?
I mean, you know what it is with Yoru on this map? It's kind of your role to just int in, but usually you have a team behind you when you do it.
Sorry, I didn't realize I was here with the #1 Ethan Schill, Dre. What is this? We'll see what he has for us this round. Big ultimates to play with. And we got the 1v1 of Cyphers headed towards Hookah.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
That could open things up. He did it again! Verno takes him down. Finesse finds another. I mean, it is lights out from Verno.
I mean, the disrespect that was just shown to Hayes, who Loki's been kind of frying. I mean, the last map, Hayes had some true moments. But the disrespect of Verno to just jump around and be like, yo, I know you don't got hands anymore.
Says he's too old for that movement.
There you go. There you go. Boomer aim. Can only hit players that are just, you know, at the headshot line.
Yeah.
You know?
Is that what
Don't move the crosshair. Hopefully they walk into it.
So the trick is to crouch peek them.
Yes.
And they can't handle it.
Like, legitimately,
That's
jump
crazy.
peek old players or crouch peek old players, and you probably kill them 9 times out of 10.
I'm writing these down.
I mean, that's what works against me. Kappa.
Muda's going to watch this back and have the strats to beat you in ranked.
Oh, great.
As if he couldn't already.
Great, great. Muda the Great. B-long orb game. Gained. s0m sitting 1 off that showstopper.
Yeah.
And a freeze to the round. Man, this is sweaty.
It's funny because with s0m in the IGL role, he seems to just call to grab a lot of orbs for himself so he can ult 4 times and a half.
A clear strategy.
Not a bad strat.
Yeah, sometimes when you're not in IGL, I mean, orb farming can be great.
Muda over here in the corner, completely spotted out by the orb with a flash, catches a teammate. s0m blinded by Ethan, and Muda is going to make him pay for it! A 4K for Muda. Showstopper out, the ace and the round.
What an insane ace from Muda. I'm surprised he's not getting up, running towards s0m, and just absolutely rubbing it in his face. But he's fired up now. He's ready. He's warmed up. The nerves are all gone. I mean, that was cracked.
That was crazy.
That was sick.
I mean, he's getting swung high, low, different corners too.
And not only that, but Ethan is running behind him with the Yoru ultimate the whole time. But he did not flinch for a second. Didn't even turn around when that ultimate came to fruition. Mowed down everybody short A, and now he's hunting for more. Nobody here this time. It's going to be a B hit.
Finesse in trouble here in Hookah. Yeah, good luck. Not able to track onto s0m. That'd be a quick kill. He is ready for the second player here, pushing back Verno, but that's the second time Verno has beaten s0m on the pushback, and he's still hunting. 2 kills now. Finally, a smoke is going to stop him. Both his teammates rotating over, and he knows a player's coming up for him. He's just walling. I don't know what else to call it.
Absolute flow state has been achieved right now from Muda and Verno, but it's still 2v4. Oh, s0m does get the pick on the Verno, but Muda, he does close it out at the end of the day. And it's starting to get out of hand right now. Team FNS are running away with this defensive side of Bind, Ender.
Muda's typing.
Oh, God.
Muda's coming a bit alive here.
He's typing so much right now. He's still going.
Do you think he's like trying to finish an essay?
Oh, he's way too happy right now.
Is he in like school now right now or something? Like deadline in 30 minutes?
I mean, he's definitely taking Team s0m to school, that's for sure.
He's got Google Docs open in another tab.
Look at he's sitting at 14 and 5. Ow! Oh, he's way too happy. He's way too happy.
He's almost done 2 around.
s0m, he's just been quiet. I haven't seen a single thing typed from him, and he's a yapper, man.
It's a quiet round as well. Creeping up before using the Prowler. And now popping out into the ultimate. Finesse is just getting slaughtered by s0m.
Brother, ew! What was that?
I don't know.
What was that?
I don't know. s0m's just out here killing people.
I know exactly.
Maybe he expected a smoke to come up Puka so he could leave, but now it's 2 picks the way of Team s0m, and I mean, when you get the spike planted on this B site, it's so hard to break through, especially when you're down numbers. But the economy, it's looking good for Team FNS, so maybe they're going to try to do some damage, ruin the economy of Team s0m, make them worse for wear.
I mean, some good damage down onto Ethan. A couple players now chipped away at, but you've got to swing onto s0m, and that's just not going to happen.
There's just too many angles. A nice shot from Sapnap.
Oh,
great.
Peeks with the dismiss. I like the play, but again, more and more challengers just...
Are they talking about Muda, his performance, something else about Muda?
I think what they were talking about is how if you type !giveaway in the chat right now, you can find out some critical information to walk away with a sweet PC.
What kind of PC?
The sweetest.
The sweetest
NZXT i9 processor. 4090. Ooh.
Sounds good to me.
We already gave one away to John out there in the crowd somewhere. Shout out UCLA.
Absolutely. Shout out to Verno, who's been holding down B every single time he's played here. He left FNS to his own devices last round, and it did not go their way.
They're into the site already, Dre. They're into the site. s0m finds the first one. s0m finds the second one. Nobody left home. Verno completely stuck back there in elbow.
FNS is just getting ran down on this B site. He died in the same spot maybe 4 times already.
Just stop playing on site. It's not working for you. It just isn't working out.
And look, it's the same post plant. Verno getting spammed an elbow, or maybe decided to show a shoulder.
How much you want to bet they were in Valo plant 5 minutes before game? This is the post plant setup. I'm boosting up on green box. You hold close.
They may have been. They may have been. I would not be surprised with how sweaty Team s0m looked on the last map, with the way that they were working around the maps, taking C mount control, working back A. This is stuff we see BCT teams actively doing and working with. But I mean, honestly, they look better than some of the teams that are in the league. I'm seriously gonna lie.
Hey, well, don't name names, but I can think of a few. Also, can we just get a new jersey out there for s0m? The current one is currently drenched in sweat. I mean, he is dripping.
Here we're gonna see some shots. We had some really cool things here at the NRG Castle. I mean, it was cool. There was a competition where if you built the PC in a matter of 10 minutes, you got to win $1,000.
Damn!
For UEC. I mean, that's.
Wait, why are you just telling me now?
I know. Do you know how to build a PC?
No. I used NZXT.
Yeah.
What can I say?
Genius.
And it's sweet.
And of course, it has to have
Muda
the Intel
with
core.
the up. Oh. I mean, Ethan has been running at him enough that that's believable.
You know what? That's actually.
It was conditioning. It was conditioning.
That is actually based. You're right. And Ethan, I mean, he is a big brain player. So yeah, he conditioned throwing his life away in the beginning so his clone could walk.
Yo, Finesse just sat down stage, mommy.
Oh.
That's one. Ring it up.
Oh, we're 1-1 right now.
The real matchup.
Yeah, that.
I mean, look, it is falling apart for Team s0m. They have lost a string of rounds here. And now they're walking into a full-on 4-stack.
Yeah, Muda with that operator.
One enemy remaining.
Doesn't even need to do anything. Oh, but he will pick up Hayes. That was a nice shot. I mean, ouch. He's looking good.
Last round.
Of course, we've got a whole lot more to check out around the venue. This is Artists Alley. Now, Dre, you were there earlier. You picked up a sweet poster, little one-piece thing. We've got great Valorant stuff in there as well.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and it's so sick. The poster that I got, I'm a big One Piece fan, but there's many different animes there, also different characters that you like in Valorant, whatever it may be.
Let's make some chaos.
Yo, Muda's 15-6, dog.
Yeah, he's been popping off. I mean, s0m is starting to get back up there, though. I mean, he started the game like 5-6.
Oh. I mean, the last time Ethan ulted at Muda, it did not work out at all for Team s0m. This time, huge util, not catching him out, and the shot can't quite find its way. s0m gets 2, the orbital strike gets another, and I don't care how far away you run, Toki, you are not coming out of that globe ult alive.
One enemy remaining.
1v3 now.
Time to jump.
Burno, v the world. I mean, he's young, he's cracked, but is he this cracked? He's got to take it one by one, but I have a feeling there's going to be a 3-2-1 swing. Doesn't even need it. Ethan absolutely sitting Burno down. Starting the round off with that Yoru ultimate, getting so much info. Muda, I mean, there was so much utility thrown at him. Fade util, flashes from the Yoru, the clone even coming out.
There's a raise coming in from the stratosphere. Like, what's that about?
Yeah, and that's when s0m has looked best. So yeah, that's the end of the half. Team FNS. They are leading 7-5, but it's a matter of a pistol round that makes the difference here.
I mean, that's the thing, right? Game 1 was 6-6 at the half, and then s0m ran away with it, winning the next 6 in a row. Definitely can't allow that to happen here if you're Team Finesse.
Yeah, it's been close, and hopefully Team Finesse runs away with this one, because if history repeats itself, I mean, s0m on that second half, I mean, he like tripled his kill.
True.
Last match.
he heated up like crazy. And right now, Finesse calling for 5 players down into B, but already a Yoru TP. There's 2 players on this site playing an elbow, ready to spam off of this tripwire. Flash comes through, but Ethan doesn't want to swing into it. A little bit nervous about that. Instead, slowing things down and waiting till the spike comes in before calling the rotates.
Yeah, s0m opts to rip the TP, teammate to follow him up. A lot of players right now corralled. It's a pinch. If there's no proactivity, Muda, he could get picked off here from the top of the hookah's box, but no one's deciding to go up. Everyone holding their ground, waiting for the retake to step into place.
All about timing here. Smoke down onto Octagon. Those players isolated, trying to peek on through, but Finesse is dropped. More kills going Team s0m. They only lost Hazed.
So let me get this straight, Ender. Not only did they go into Valor plant and cook up post plants on B side, but they just cooked up a B retake.
Yeah, a B retake from hookah, elbow, and spawn. Like,
it was just too nice. I mean, yeah, you just smoke off Octagon, and you just smother Team FNS.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised with the lack of proactivity from Team FNS. I mean, you have a world-class IGL who's won majors, unlike s0m. You would think that he would have that in the arsenal.
Sure. And the thing is, they're getting TP'd on, and they just kind of sat there on site, right? They didn't really have much space of themselves, so they're getting pinched at from 3 different directions.
And here comes the absolute sweat himself, s0m.
Have they won every pistol?
I don't think they won. Actually, yeah, I think you're right.
Gross.
I think they have. So scumbaggery from s0m. Running the Outlaw against no armor. Honestly, makes it too easy.
Running a bit of a fake TP with the Yoru as well, just looking absolutely crazy.
Looking nice and dapper.
s0m just killed Muda with a nade.
Oh! What is that whiff?
Again, I think he was busy typing after getting the nade kill.
You're right, you're right.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
Another one.
And we're all tied up.
Yeah, I set it up. The score difference was 1 pistol round win away. No eco round this time from the side of Team FNS.
And you know what? This begs a new question. And that is, are Team s0m sandbagging in the first half of all their games? Like, are they just not trying? Because so far, second half of map 1, dominate, 6 rounds in a row. Now they won the pistol in 1 round 2. It's a little early to call, but if they win this next one, like, what's going on, guys? Finesse forced last round, by the way.
I don't know. I mean, I want to say they're sandbagging, but at the same time, when Muda's playing like this,
Another one.
Head-to-heads.
Good flash combo. I mean, that was just annoying.
And you know what? Hayes might be one of the best Ghost players in the game, hands down. There's been so many times that I played against this guy throughout my career where he's had only a Ghost, I've had a rifle, and it is the most tilting thing getting double headshot or headshot body shotted by that man.
I believe it.
Because when he has a rifle, he can't shoot like that. All of a sudden, he gets a Ghost in his hands.
Like, what's up with that?
And you're getting obliterated. It's so fast. You saw what happened to Muda? It's too quick. And look, he's just holding it down by himself. By himself.
Just has the one teammate on triple.
Free.
Falls off the angle now, but he's in the right spot for now. Thinking about rotating back over to the B site, which would leave Katie all alone here. It doesn't matter.
Does not
Katie's
matter
got the
at
sheriff.
all. Oh my, lock
by
out.
sheriff, I mean she's the law of the land. She has the vandal and she's killing everyone
30
with
seconds
it.
left.
And look at the discipline, the jump spotting. These are things that VCT players don't even do correctly. She's putting on a masterclass right now, anchoring this A site.
I mean, you're not worried about anyone coming at you from shower anymore.
Yeah.
14 seconds left. Are we saving sheriffs, really?
Last player standing.
Really? And the classic. Oh man, Hayes gets another one with that Ghost.
Oh no, and he picks up the outlaw again. Maybe anticipating light armor.
And it was such a it was such a promising start. Muda getting the entry onto Muda. Sorry, Muda getting the entry onto s0m.
Yeah.
Oh, geez.
He didn't enter himself.
Muda's everywhere. Muda's everywhere. He's rent-free in my head.
Unfortunately for him, he's the guy with light armor this round. And he's probably the first guy taking a fight too.
Yeah, I mean, he has had an astonishing performance here. And FNS, he really needs to step it up big here. He needs to set Muda up even better than what's been happening. Maybe some more follow-up utility after Muda gets that entry. Here's the double satchel. It's not looking that nice, but gets into U-Haul with it.
I mean, but he got past the outlaw though, and that's the biggest deal there.
That is a win.
The only player with light armor would have been one shot to that.
And don't tell me that Team s0m fallow planted an A retake.
Yeah, we're gonna fall off A site, let them plant, and we're gonna full retake from back site.
Come on, man.
Easy. Just like we drafted because I have Raise Rocket. That's what I'm saying. And here comes the party. Here it is. Ethan is now switching over to a Ghost so he can get the spam through triple. The kills keep going to Team s0m. Up in numbers, low players on the other side. Toki is dropped. Now the final two remaining. Not long for this world. s0m has 3. And Finesse might find a couple, but it's a full stick. And s0m takes out Finesse again.
Yeah, it's such an important kill as well. I mean, FNS, he was heating up there. He got 2. It would have came down to a 1v1 had he beaten s0m in the head-to-head, but s0m has it out for FNS so far. s0m is up 2-1. And the importance of the duels that have been going on between the two, it's round changing.
It's at the end of the, yeah. It was the opener on pistol, and it was the finisher on round 3 here. Or 4.
Time to jump.
I can count.
I never thought that we would see a world in which we're comparing these two players. But
Don't
you know
think
what?
many did.
You know what's truly happening?
What's
FNS
happening?
is saving his strats for VCT.
Oh, okay.
Right?
No, keep going.
Would
keep
you
your
agree
glaze
with
up.
that? No, that's all I got.
Exactly.
That's it?
That's a big entry from FNS.
True.
And a great answer back from
Yo, he finally got, like, s0m has had the better of him all throughout the attacking side. Now Finesse can get his.
Oh, but the slow creep up from Inferno, he's got to go wide here.
Oh! Oh, hey, that was kind of nasty, though. Like, my guy was spamming smokes and just getting that shot.
The reaction time, so quick.
The other side of the map, by the way, Finesse was able to trade one out, but Ethan on the wide angle after the teleport.
Yeah.
Good luck.
That's the power of Yoru. You can almost be in 2 places at once, it feels like, especially if you're the attacking side.
Oh.
Sorry.
Wow, the one tap at the end. He had some really, really nice kills in this round. Ethan, that kill on the Verno, that was the major one. I mean,
100%.
Going for the pre-fire, the fadeaway, jump spotting, TPing into heaven. He's back. I mean, he looked like an absolute noob on that attacking side. At least the first 5 rounds. He looked.
Yeah, he was getting a little silly with
What's
it.
going on here? You know, that's what we were saying. But now look,
Locked in.
slowly creeping back up, trying to get that second spot. Katie ahead of him barely, just by 1 kill.
I mean, I want to keep seeing the different Valo plant looks. We've got your ult now. Surely we have a retake prepped with that.
These retakes from Team s0m have been so coordinated. I'm very impressed.
Oh. Ethan just got the kill. He used the clone to open the door, then TPs through to instantly shoot down Sap. And that's a thing of beauty. Stop fighting them! You can't beat s0m's up!
Oh no, and there's only a Guardian on this end. The leg
got his foot! I mean, his legs just got ripped off. Wasted shots there of the shorty. Now he's got to win it out with the up. He's just trying to bait. It doesn't go his way, but his entire team won the rest of the round.
Yeah, Sage Mommy takes out FNS again, gets a follow-up.
No, make it stop.
Yeah, I see people in the crowd shaking their head. They're in Katie on A site has been an absolute beast.
Yes.
Like, just absolutely anchoring backside the entire way through. Honestly, looking better than Marv did on NRG.
Katie came ready.
Yo, my bad, Marv. My bad. I'm just playing, bro. You know I'm joking.
We're chill. We're chill.
Yeah.
You know who might not be chill after the show match?
FNS.
Finesse and s0m. s0m is killing him.
13-7 to close it out. Ugh. Team FNS may have lost the best of 3, but don't forget, ladies and gentlemen, we are still going to be playing that third map anyway. And hopefully we get to see some fun stuff going into that one.
Yeah,
a little bit of trolling.
We've got Ascent coming up. Let's see some more Ethan Yoru. Might as well.
I mean,
I want to see his first half Yoru. That was a little more entertaining than just headshotting everyone.
Honestly, he played Yoru how I would have played like back in my day.
Is that a good thing?
Back in my day. I mean, it could be.
It could
also look like
a noob. No, my Yoru, not hot. Not hot at all. We absolutely do not want to be seeing that. But I mean, good lord. It was a spanking. Again, that second half, not even remotely close. This time they don't even slow down when they get to 12 rounds like they did previously.
Yeah, it was a fast pace.
I think they're sandbagging first half.
Wait, what?
I think they're sandbagging the first half.
You think they're just trying to make it look competitive?
You can't tell me that they're down 7-5 playing like seriously after what we just saw in the second half.
Honestly though, I could tell you that just based upon what Ethan was doing in the first like 5 rounds.
Okay, fair play.
Right?
No, I get you.
Maybe he was the one that was sandbagging, not the rest of them. Because low-key, s0m started like getting angry when Muda started. After Muda got that nice ace.
Muda was 15-6 at one point.
Yes.
He was frying.
And then Sam was like, nah, I've had enough of this.
Yeah.
This guy, I need to pipe down, little bro.
Then you know, we start calling the slow defaults once again. Again, just sweat dripping off of his arm.
The B post plant, up, down, person in the corner.
What was that? They're Valor plant. Like, I swear, like, we have to be concerned about the electronics on stage because, again, the sweat, and I want to know all about that. Dryad, what you got for us?
Thank you, guys. So, s0m, you win first map. Now you win second map. We're playing the third one, but you already won the match. The thing, though, is that Finesse was saying some things about you, that you're sweating, that you're trying so hard, that it's kind of embarrassing. Is that true? Are you sweating? I mean, what do you have to say to him?
Yeah, we're definitely sweating. It's a little bit hot up here, but yeah, I can't lose to Muda. That's one guy I cannot lose to, Muda.
Yeah, he's bad. Shut up, you're bad. You're bad.
Well, it seems like he's standing on his ground. He's not going to change his mind about it. But because you already won the first one and the second one, what is it? You're winning 3 and telling him about that match and how it's going to play out for the rest of the year? What's the plan?
I don't know. I don't know if we're going to give it 100% this one because we already won the BO3. But I mean, we'll try to win. We'll try to win.
So, and how's this communication working out? Are you calling and also running it down with the race as you've done for the last 2 maps? Is Ethan calling? How are you making this work out?
It's a mix of like pretty much everyone. But yeah, like start of round, I'll just say like a basic idea, and then Ethan will bounce off of it, or like James or someone else on the team will. So it's pretty easy.
All right, and Finesse is over there. So, any message that you have for him now that you won the match? And I mean, what a flex would be if you're saying that you're not trying hard for the third one, but maybe just win.
No, just good games. Good games.
Okay. We got the nice guy over here, and then over there. It's a little bit different. We're going to send it back to the casters, and we'll find out about the third map.
I mean, it certainly doesn't sound like he's tryharding, but then you watch the play, and it's a little bit of a different story.
He did admit that he is sweaty.
True. But it is hot.
But not the type of sweaty that I think FNS was referring
Yeah.
to. He's just like literally physically.
He's calling slander on Finesse.
Yeah, he's basically talking smack about, you know, FNS just getting masterclassed by
Sage Mommy.
Yeah, by Sage Mommy.
Yeah.
They're like literally like 3-1. But we have it.
Is that the final tally? All right, Ascent. We'll keep it going. We'll keep it going for Ascent.
And for those that are wondering, the head-to-head of Muda and Som's winning by 2.
What was that?
Som is winning by 2 against Muda.
Okay,
I mean,
so he extended it just a little bit, but it's still very, very close, between those two. Well, we got a lot still left on the line. Obviously, our critical 1v1 matchups, but also a Game 3 Ascent just around the corner after this break. Thanks for joining us again in the NRG Spectrum Castle for Game 3 of the Intel NRG Clout Clash. We've got one final game coming up here after Team s0m has absolutely embarrassed Team Finesse in the second halves of both games.
Yeah, s0m just being a dominant presence in the server, not only mechanically, but strategically. Maybe learning from FNS or just in his head. Maybe he just understands.
He just knows him. He knows him too well.
Right? And that's kind of scary, though. I mean, going into next year, I mean, your player knows your strats better than you. No, I'm playing. That's clearly not the case. But we do have Ascent as the last map. It's going to be a banger. I think this is going to be a little bit more on the fun side of things.
I believe that, but also, I don't know. s0m just seems to want to win, is the read I'm getting with how he's turned up the heat at the end of both our first two games.
He just cannot let Muda get like a single map win.
Yeah. It's like, I'll take it easy. Oh, Muda got some kills. All right, I guess I'm trying now.
That's kind of what it felt like, though.
Yeah.
On that attacking side. All of a sudden, Muda gets the ace, and s0m's like, hold up, buddy. I'm here.
Yeah.
Daddy's home.
Dude, I think maybe Muda and Finesse won like 1-2 rounds after that ace. I don't think they won a whole lot. I think Team s0m locked it in immediately, and it went very, very nicely for them. Now we have some clips from game number 2 to remind you just how good some of these players looked. Some absolute highlights to me were, of course, Muda on the ace, but also there was that round 2 win thanks to Verno's Sky.
Absolutely, and this is the ace that you were talking about, I believe. Oh no, it's not going to be, but
ooh,
yeah, that's the highlight of Ethan doing Ethan things in the beginning of the game. Ended up bringing it back. Verno had some big moments like this jump peek onto Hayes, and Hayes proceeding to type, yo, I'm too old for that move.
Yeah.
Oh, here's the ace. This was nasty.
Oh.
Like, the shots that were in succession here, it just looked beautiful. I mean, the crowd was going wild for this moment as well. Look at this. Little sidestep on s0m. Ba-ba, ba-ba. Ooh, the wraparound, understanding that there's a player behind him. Too clean.
A quick little resets. It was all working for Muda. Then he picked up the op to mixed success. The first few rounds looked pretty sweet from them. But then after that, things were a bit of a different story. Now, quick look at the Valo-planted retakes of Team s0m.
These retakes were so coordinated. At the same time, these players are just smothering the site. This was a highlight for Ethan. Verno, he crept all the way forward. Ethan had no idea, but just reacted in the perfect way.
You also shouted out before the break how good Katie was at holding down this A site, like dancing around triple. Brimstone could not be shut down.
Absolutely. And it just looked like a masterclass in the back of A side. Katie stepping up huge. Nobody could break through on that attacking side. Was there even a round 1 on attack that half?
No, 0-0. And it was 7 in a row. It was, or 8 in a row, because they were down at 5 at the half. Absolutely brutal. But, you know, that's the way it goes for Team FNS. Going into this third map of Ascent, are you going to believe in Muda heating up, hyping himself up? Because he started typing, but then got shut down a little bit.
Ascent is one of those maps where you either drop 4 kills on Jet, or you drop 30, 40. You know what I mean?
Is he even locking the Jet? Are they running Ray's Jet again? Like, what's going on there?
Maybe a Reyna Jet again, but, you know, it's definitely not optimal. And if Team s0m is going full sweat mode and, you know, Ethan's throwing flashes for s0m, I mean, it's not fun to play against.
It's hilarious, too, because Team Finesse, they're locking Clove both games. They're playing Double Duelist both games. Team s0m are running just meta comps.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, okay, get owned, I guess.
Meta comps, meta rolls.
Yeah.
You know, like, it's just not fair for Team s0m. And I'm not going to lie, I'm disappointed. I had a lot of faith in Team FNS. I thought Muda was going to be way better than what he is. But I do have to shout out Muda because he has been playing pretty well. He's been playing pretty well.
Okay,
He's
gas him up for me.
He had some pretty good moments, you know, for a player that is just coming straight out of ranked. I mean, and it's been an awesome event so far. I thank NRG and, you know, Intel for hosting this one.
Yeah, shout-outs, some massive shout-outs around the board. I do love how you started gassing him up when his headset was off. Was that a play? Was that a play, Greg?
It was tactical, bro. I know how he is.
I respect
when I get him on my team in ranked, if I don't do that, he will automatically throw the game.
Oh,
yeah,
it's one of those.
It's so stupid.
Okay.
Like, it just makes no sense. So, like,
so
I have to fake gas him up So he feels better about himself so he can actually perform.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Do you think that this is a misfire then from Finesse? Do you think he's not gassing Muda up enough?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, FNS needs to, first of all, he needs to gas himself up.
Okay.
He's been having a rough day in the server, in the fragging.
We need
department.
gas. Finesse needs gas right now.
He needs gas.
Yeah.
I need to see Finesse getting hyped. I mean, he's not going to do it, but I need to see him getting hyped, yelling. I don't think he's got that dog in him right
Yo.
right now.
Look at our roles. Ethan on the Sage, s0m on the Sova. We got hazed on Jet. What do we think?
I feel like the head-to-head has just gone out the window for s0m and Muda, but there is still one head-to-head in play here.
The Cyphers again. We'll keep tracking Finesse versus Sage Mummy. Again, sorry I'm loud, is Sage Mummy. And in map number 2, Sage Mummy had the head-to-head up 3 kills to 1.
Yes. And I'm surprised now. We're seeing more of a meta comp from Team FNS and an off meta comp from Team s0m.
Dude, Finesse does not want to lose again.
Yeah, he needs to win one, huh?
And the worst part is, because they've picked basically a meta comp here with the Clove, and because Team s0m aren't really playing the meta, if Finesse loses, it's just that much worse.
Yeah, and this is a good opportunity. You're starting on the defensive side. You don't have to play against that double Sentinel yet, which is the Sage Cypher that s0m's team is running.
Yeah.
They should be put in a good spot right now using this default comp to kind of just out-macro them.
You know what I am ready for, though, is some good old-fashioned vintage Ascent gameplay. Sage on this, the boost in B main, boosting over smokes in A main, like classic Pittsburgh and Knights sort of idea.
It's aggression down mid, though. Muda going head-to-head.
He's just staying there?
Yeah.
This guy's crazy. He's actually brought in reinforcements, too. His Clove is right next to him. And surprisingly enough, I believe that's a Sage wall placed in B main so that Team s0m can't exec.
It must have been.
Did they just wall themselves?
Oh, some nice shots from Toki.
Really trying to figure out what happened there with the Sage wall.
It must have been.
I think they're trolling.
Sova shock darts from Verno and FNS playing in the open, popping the cage maybe. But you might be right. It might be some trollage going on. Maybe Ethan was on top of that wall.
Well, Team s0m moving back into mid now. There's an absolute bloodbath there at the start. Oh, hello.
Oh.
So there's a round to win, a spike to be planted, and we're kissing each other.
It is a 3v3, and they're picking the right site. So s0m, the IGLing, the mid-rounding from Ethan as well has been really good so far.
Good knife, catches all 3 players, and Sapnap is ready for the swing into heaven. Never mind, not ready at all. The door is closed, the spike will be planted, and now it's a 3-on-2, 2 players dangerously low.
Hazed on Jet, getting entries like that, and he's going for more. He's in heaven right now. Oh, Verno, be careful.
Dude, you told me about Hayes' Ghost. You didn't tell me about the Sheriff.
I didn't know he had it like that.
Because it's looking real good, Dre.
He's looking real nice. Looking like prime hazed right now. Even goes for the dash pick. Ooh. 3 swings on Verno. And the headshot to close it out. I mean, I've never once in my life, not even in ranked, seen hazed on Duelist point blank period. This is a new one for me.
Do you think this is its calling?
Yeah, I mean, with what I just saw in this pistol round, it might just be.
Roll swap and VCT bound on the
He
Jet.
did that with no flashes.
Real. Actually real. Did that wall suppressed at the start there?
Yeah.
Did that against Sapnap, who was fully prepared for the swing? Didn't matter. All right, I really hope we get to see if Ethan goes for the same Sage wall this round, or if Verno's going to get anything done with his Sheriff. Doesn't look like it. Muda. Wait, Muda just did the exact same thing. The exact same thing, got to kill top mid. Again, multiple players from Finesse out here into mid. This time Muda is able to get 2 and actually falls hazed. It's a 3-on-3, all things considered, but even at a range like that, Ethan is doing some wild things. These rounds getting down to the wire. It'll be Finesse in a 1-on-2.
Yeah, and he has a read that it is going to be this A side, especially when the spike is going to start being planted. But he's a little bit late. I think he maybe picked up a Sheriff in top mid.
Cover going out.
He's got some time before these players group up.
He's just going to bide his time through heaven. He's going to get some contact here onto the Omen, but Katie Too cold, taking FNS out, making it look easy. A huge smile on the face of Hayes. He's having a lot of fun up there, man.
Yeah, Hayes and Katie locking it down.
And the chemistry from Team s0m, it's looked so good.
Here.
Every single map they've come with some nice defaults, nice strategy. It really does look like they did a lot of prep work here. Now, it's going to be a full buy against full buy.
No way, s0m is round 3 attack Odining.
The sweat, you could just see it dripping off of his skull. Muda, a little bit of jiggle on cap, but he gets spotted out. Doesn't want to take the head-to-head against Hayes. Doesn't want, and I don't blame him.
Get out of there. Get out of there.
Yeah, don't even give him the time of day. Muda, he's rotating over towards that B site. There's 3 members. Now, for Team FNS here, this should be a hard take, but that Sage wall, you can go up on the top as the exec is coming out.
Team FNS already have 4 players over here. Muda down in mid, making sure no one can leave it. s0m is entering with the Odin. Who is this guy? And he's still getting kills. s0m just waltzes straight into sight. Ethan not far behind him, finds a couple more, and that just lights out on this round.
And that's the wall I was talking about. It's just not fair. There's so many angles you can see from the top down into that B site from B main. That's the power of Sage, and yeah, you know that that's going to happen, but what are you supposed to do when s0m's running in there with an Odin?
Last player standing.
Ethan gets a 3rd from the top, almost a 4th on the move. What was
Muda.
that?
Hold up. Don't forget about Muda.
Yeah, some nasty shots, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, Muda on his own.
Trying to outplay it.
Okay, okay, Muda, get yours. 5v4 now. That was an ult all the way into sight as well. From the Omen, Katie gonna fall off after getting scouted out. s0m, though, is just still getting more and more and more. These knives are looking real sweet.
1 enemy remaining.
And as a matter of fact, between Muda and Verno, it's a 4-on-1. s0m gets the first one, but Verno keeps on pushing. That'll be 3, and finally something for Team FNS.
Exactly. FNS's team finally winning a round. It was a retake this time, but it was kind of Muda that started that whole thing. Basically getting tagged and still going for 1. Hayes, well, you did not expect that. He got caught with his pants down, gets punished for it. Huh? And some more friendly banter in the chat. Verno now getting in the mix.
Crazy. Of course, someone was scrimming for this series, it looks like. s0m's Odining again. Nah, this guy is disgusting.
Yeah, s0m claiming that he's the best. Verno talking smack, saying, yo, why don't you play like this when we're scrimming?
Look at Hayes. Hayes is just straight past Verno. Doesn't even care about him. He's in market somehow. Verno finally shut down by Sage Mommy. FNS is still back of B site, however. Quick flank coming in from Muda. This round is about to get absolutely crazy, but when Sage Mommy kills FNS again, you're just simply not going to be winning rounds.
Spike planted.
Sage Mommy is up 4-1 right now.
It's just not going to happen. Katie's farming from backside as well. Toki and Muda are split up. They have to accomplish something on their own. Muda gets the first one. His teammates are falling into 3K for Sage Mommy.
Can she get 4?
Waiting.
Good opportunity here. Muda goes for the updraft, has dash, doesn't have it anymore. It's an up-down or a down-down mid.
They're so sweaty, and Muda's gonna drop another one for s0m.
s0m with the attack Odin, jumping into sight, doing all these weird things. But it was Sage Mommy who actually won a 1v1.
Yo, she straight up entered the site.
Against Verno. Against even Verno. Sitting at 4-2, everybody from the side of Team s0m is online and firing at all cylinders right now. And it's just crickets for Team FNS.
I mean, for Team FNS, the mid fights have been going well for them. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like they're mid fights anymore because Team s0m don't really go there much.
Maybe the A retake? Oh, Muda.
What?
Nice entry.
He just is walking places and killing people.
Yeah, he's had enough.
Okay.
He's had enough. He said, okay, If I'm gonna lose because I'm swinging you.
If Ethan can find a kill here, though, there's reses available. He could swing this from being down 2 to being even in numbers. They just need this kill. That's it.
Poor Sapnap, he gets caught.
Who gets
but
picked
Muda,
up?
Muda's all the way in mid right now.
Yeah, he is.
s0m needs to be careful. This is for the head-to-head.
Catching s0m, but the shots aren't connecting. s0m gets the kill. A player's picked up in A main.
And you just can't be losing those.
Ay.
I mean, you're primed on the angle. s0m has to zoom in because of the way that the Odin is long range.
Yeah.
And he still wins the 1v1, and now he's aware that FNS is on the flank, maybe?
We'll see what can happen here. Finesse coming in quickly. Crossfire setup, but Verno's just out in the open. Toki's smoking, now walled off. Yeah, the flank is coming in, but is it gonna actually mean anything when there's no one left alive on site? I don't really think so. Finesse finds a couple, tries to go for the reset, but Hazed is there to secure the round.
He couldn't settle on Hazed in Hell. And that was all she wrote. But a nice transfer from FNS on that flank. It's just too tough against the attack Odin. Toki, she did her best to try to make a distraction for FNS to actually be able to creep all the way up. But that Odin spam goes through Sage walls, goes through the door that's done. And s0m, he's sitting at the top again. I mean, I'm just getting sick of saying this guy's name over and over. Calm down, brother. Give him a chance.
Yo, Finesse is playing up here in main. He wants to get active, but he's just getting nah.
What is that hard read?
He's in his head. s0m is living in Finesse's head, Dre.
Strategically, mechanically.
I think Finesse might even be paying rent for him too. Like,
how much did FNS pay s0m, huh? Or vice versa, did s0m pay off FNS?
Dude, Finesse is getting taken for a ride by s0m this game. It is crazy. And now Muda's getting blinded up as he's trying to dash into side. He finds that kill. Respect. But again, these rounds are just lost before they really start for Finesse.
I know exactly.
It's been an absolute wash so far in this round and the entire half. Oh, s0m trying to go for any type of wall bag. There's just not many spots that you can be. The suppressive fire from the Odin. You're stuck in a corner, you get wide swung, it's done. You can't come back from this. Ascent is so defense-sided. And this composition that Team s0m is running is extremely defense-sided. You're gonna have to run into Cypher Trips, a Sage Wall, Sage Slows, Shock Darts.
At what point does Finesse just need to turn around and look at where s0m is coming from?
Into the unknown.
At what point? 8-1?
Do you think he should just go over and just look behind him? Oh, yo.
I don't know.
They're going here. He's got to start ghosting, huh?
Like, we just need some round wins. That's all I'm trying to say. Okay, Finesse. Okay. Get yours.
But the head-to-head is won again by Sage Mommy with the trade. That time it's not a 1v1.
Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Reses are coming in. The round is certainly fightable. Verno has 3. 2-on-1 now.
Player standing.
Ethan gets that, and now he can just time out Toki. He's just running. No, that's so cringe, man. That's so cringe.
Running and gunning, playing so sweaty. Doesn't even go for the challenge.
The series is over. You're up 7-1. Just take a gunfight.
And it just feels like Team s0m have dinner plans or something. They're trying to just speed run this map of Ascent. This attack side has been so dominant. The most dominant map we've seen so far. The most dominant half we've seen so far, at least at the start.
Very true. We'll see. Team Finesse, they've just started running places and fighting. Finesse once again in B main. They're going to know it's coming into A and coming in quickly. Sap in the smoke has to be good for something. But look at how Ethan is baiting around that smoke. It's almost like he anticipates it, and there's no kills we had. Muda finds a couple. Still in this one. Sap gets another, and it's all down to Sage Molly, but Sapnap with 2 on the Sheriff wins the round.
Yeah, Sap waking up, getting the trades on the catwalk, but yeah, again, Muda, he's the fire for this team. He just swings randomly after getting pushed off of the line because of that jump spotting that Ethan did, and still secures 2. The spray through the smoke, too good. Finally, another round 1. Only the second, though.
Straight up though, when Team Finesse just like stop trying to play normal Valorant and just running, whether it's Muda mid, Finesse into B main, like they're crushing in these fights.
I mean, that's it, right? Just start running it down. It's a B main peak once more, Muda.
Some just let the ult rip off of the start. Don't think it found anything, and Finesse is just out here in mid. Here we go, we're running people down again. Muda and Finesse putting on a bit of a show here. Some, though, just waiting for his timing, peeking into mid. Hazed gets one. The map state is maybe the craziest thing I have ever seen.
There's a player in Garden, one at Switch. Katie picks off FNS.
What? Like, how is Hazed there getting kills? Another Jet stepping into his crosshair. I mean, come on now. Tone it down a bit.
Yeah, very ambitious from Hazed. And the one-way here, there's just not much Muda can do.
Breaks the one-way with the smoke. Spam down to 30. He can't keep going.
Oh, it's over now. Muda has to go back heaven because of that door one-way, but Katie on the other end of this Omen smoke. And Muda is just not ready at all, not even looking at the right spot. Katie with 3 into the round. And Hazed getting all the way deep into Garden, picking off the rotations from Team FNS. Just in their brain. Reading the map very well in the half. It's almost over. Muda looks like he's ready to get out of here.
Muda is just really regretting the fact that he didn't bring a webcam with him. Because some of these rounds, those are real webcam slappers, if I've seen them. Like when s0m killed him with the Odin in mid.
Yeah, facts. You already know that. You're hearing that Windows sound. That Windows disconnects.
Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun.
It's a free B site. It's a free B site. Okay,
look at where Verno is. He's in tiles 5 seconds into round start.
Tiles, you're right.
Dude, Muda actually just farming. Now they're ready for that Sage Wall, and that's a rifle to Muda. Hold on now. Hyper winnable if Finesse hadn't been dropped by s0m. Hayes now picking up the Odin himself on the Jet. What is going on?
What?
Backside Katie, that's one. Katie and s0m, again the 2 players left surviving. It's gonna be the Sova 1v1. Drones out, time for guns out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh no,
so much
spotted out. Still. I mean, s0m just has too much to play with. Verno tries to go for the tag, but it's s0m to swing first, s0m to take the round.
Ooh, what a nasty outplay in the 1v1. s0m can really do it all. Put him on Duelist, put him on Smokes, put him on Initiator now. Man, he's still gonna take you out. It's a 10-2-half win on the attacking side of Ascent for Team s0m. This is done. Is there any hope? Is there any hope?
I don't know if hope is the right word, considering Team s0m have also won this series. But I would say there's certain things that you could deny them, like don't let Team s0m win 6 out of 6 pistols.
Yeah, actually you're right. That would be a big win for Team FNS. It would be winning a pistol round. But with Hazed on that Sheriff, I don't know. I don't know.
It was nasty.
Yeah,
in round 1.
It really was. And he's going to be the forefront of the action here in mid. Dash already used. I know we're looking at B main.
Yo, Muda just kind of shut down Hazed in mid. Big pick. And now the split coming into market as well. Still 2 players alive defensively, and s0m.
Down B.
Oh, s0m.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Dude, he hasn't taken a point of damage. Okay, now he took a point of damage.
He's just having an absolute field day, but it's Sage Mommy who was the anchor with s0m towards that B site that cleans it up.
I can't see them yet.
And it will not be a pistol round 1.
Yeah, so that's 6 out of 6.
This entire series. Yeah.
You could deny the next round, though. Take it one at a time.
I mean, you could.
Could also just go next. That might be my personal vote.
But next is ranked. I mean,
I do not go next. That is miserable. If next was VCT, that would be preferable.
You're definitely right.
Just think if it's... Oh, hold on. Hazed up and over, dashing behind them. Look at the paranoia. And it's his teammate, but it doesn't matter. Hazed and Katie, good for 2. As a matter of fact, s0m is actually pushed all the way out into mid. Ethan gets 2 boosted up in a lobby as a defender. Makes sense.
It's just been An absolute demolishing and decimation. They're trying
They're knifing, they're knifing.
And he's one knife range. Run, brother. Run. Run for your life. Why
Oh, he's boxed in. He's boxed.
Oh, Ethan. That's your IGL.
And when Ethan put down that wall, he knew that the round would end. Boxing him up there with the
That's
knife.
why he's a world champion.
That's why he's a world champion. He's just that many layers deep into the sauce.
You're right. No, you're definitely right. That's what it is.
Unbelievable. Unbelievable stuff.
Craziness.
Now, the good news for Finesse is that after this game, he doesn't have to play against s0m again.
Oh, absolutely. Thank God he's on his team.
It's the small
Or
victories.
Ethan. Or Ethan.
Yeah.
Or Sage Mommy. Unless
Or
it's
Sage
ranked.
Mommy, yeah. She's not quite VCT yet, but I don't know. If this was a trial, give her a run for her money. So 80 just shut down Muda. Good lord, what is happening on the A site? Haste is doing obscene things with the Sheriff again. Dude, and he keeps doing them. That's it. Sheriffs are how this series ends. A 3-0 for Team s0m. It did not look remotely close.
Yeah, definitely some dinner plans from the side of Team FNS. I mean, they definitely look like they just had nothing in the tank.
Wrap that one up. Team s0m are the Intel NRG Clout Clash champions in 3-0 fashion, in 13-2 fashion. I don't know which one stings more.
It was not even close. Not even close. I mean, the first halves of the first two maps, they were decent. You know, it looked like it could be, you know, there could be something here.
The Muda Ace was crazy.
The Muda Ace was crazy. It's just not enough. Verno couldn't.
Handshakes, okay.
Couldn't carry, and respect across the board. I mean, yeah, FNS is.
You're not gonna leave him.
Yeah,
You're not.
He's pissed right now that he got knifed. Surely.
That's crazy. Absolutely left hanging there, s0m. s0m's gonna go get his handshakes around from other guys.
Can't believe it.
I like how Finesse makes an effort of shaking everyone else's hand. Gotta commit to the bit, and I love that.
I mean, you know what? Now that we're looking at both of these players right here on the screen, Sage Mommy beat FNS in the head-to-head 5-1. Now, it doesn't matter how those kills were acquired. It's the fact that it happened and they were acquired.
Yeah.
So Sage Mommy to go pro, no?
Sage Mommy, an excellent performance on the day. I think at the end, s0m also had Muda on the two Raze head-to-head maps.
Yep.
At the very least.
Did. Yep.
Up to.
It was close, though. And you know what? Yeah. Like we said earlier, Muda.
Muda was putting up some numbers.
He had a great series, and he got a lot of good first bloods, a lot of good entries. And the multi-kills that he was able to have in succession, some nice stuff, man.
Couldn't ask for any more than that. I mean, seriously, like, when Muda and FNS just decided we're just going to start running at them on defense,
it was entertaining.
It was kind of scary.
It was entertaining. And honestly, I couldn't tell what was happening.
Yeah.
It was just so chaotic. The Sage Wall, the Sage Wall play, that was one of the most big brain plays I've ever seen. That's championship level right there. Yeah.
Ethan's just a genius. Next level stuff. At the end of the day, though, it did look like a ranked team versus a VCT team. With the pre-planning and the bind post plants, like, I don't know. It was some wild stuff.
It just wasn't fair.
Yeah.
It wasn't fair at all.
Of course, they could always step into the ring to settle their differences.
I'd love to see that. But, I mean, we definitely got to see Chet and Bonker step in the ring first before we see any beef.
Dude, I honestly, I'm a little bit hungry, and I wish that Chet would bring me some chicken nuggets.
Yeah.
I'm a little bit, I'm feeling it.
It's gotten to you, huh?
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you what I would be hungry for if I just won.
What?
That ice dazzled pendant.
Ooh, I mean, yeah, a little bite on that. Make sure it's 100%. Beautiful stuff. We will be presenting those in just a moment here. Again,
it's crazy.
A very well played series by Team s0m. I think every single player on that squad was absolutely fragging. Katie was stepping up in a big way in a lot of those defensive holds.
Yeah.
On those last two maps, especially the 2v1s at the end as well. Whenever it was Katie and s0m at the end, absolutely crushing it and running away with those rounds for themselves. I know we are just getting ready in a short moment to head on over to the stage so that we can present our victors with their trophy. But I want to know what your favorite moment of the day was, Baby Bay.
My favorite moment of the day had to have been the Muda ace followed by s0m just locking in and going absolutely
Go crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like you could tell like s0m was not happy with that.
Yeah.
What about you?
And you know what I loved earlier when you were helping a guy beat Ethan in the 1v1 station. Get a couple of frags.
I was ghosting.
It was
I
sick. It was absolutely sick. But enough from us here on the desk. We are going over to the stage to wrap this thing up.
Everyone give it up for FNS and s0m after this Cloud matchup. It ends up going 3-0 the way of s0m. It could have been a best of 5 at that point, right? So, but first I want to ask you, FNS, I know you were saying a couple things here and there. What are your last thoughts after this match?
No, honestly, they deserve it. They played really well. We were both teams were trying extremely hard to win that game. I'm glad that the better team won. Honestly, I'm very impressed.
I want to ask you as well, did something surprise you? Did something catch your attention about your team or the other team?
Honestly, Buddha played extremely well for his first LAN. I was very impressed by him. He was freaking out here and there, which we just expected. He doesn't know how to control his emotions all too much, but he was shooting well.
I thought at some point he was gonna, you know, but it was all good. It was so good. And you, s0m, I mean, give it out for s0m because he wins at 3 maps, especially towards the end. I mean, you were running it down. You were getting the kills. You were killing FNS. You were killing the entire team. So how are you feeling after this massive win that you just got?
Yeah, I mean, it feels great. Yeah.
And anything else that you want to say to FNS who ran away right after?
When he ran away into the Sage Wall on Ascent, I was shocked. I don't even know why there's a Sage Wall there, but it just happened.
I don't even know how that, I feel like that was a perfect way to close it out as well. So, I mean, some congratulations. Give it out one more time because now we're going to have s0m's team come to the front and there's a very special gift to give to them. So can I have you guys come over here? They're gonna get a pendant that I don't know how many diamonds it has. I just know it has a lot of diamonds. So what a gift to get from this show match. We had every single one of them popping off. So we're gonna give it your moment to line up. And now, you can. And now you can get your pendants. I think you saw them before, so must be nice. Must be nice. And if one of you can show it to the camera, I didn't see them, so I want to see them. I think there's one missing. Can I see them? Can I see them? Everybody show it to the camera.
Okay, you can hold it.
They have how many diamonds?
They have 358 diamonds.
358 diamonds. They're getting every single one of the players for winning this show match. I mean, nothing else has to be said. It says Intel right in the middle. Everybody, one last time, give it up for s0m's team. I expect to see every single one of you with that pendant. This is everything that we have for the stage though. So thank you everybody for enjoying the show match. Thank you everybody for enjoying the night market as well. I think it's been so fun. NRG did such an amazing job alongside Intel to make this one happen. So now we send the telecasters and we're gonna close out the day.
And I'll tell you what, I wish I had that Ice Dazzle pendant. So don't forget to go to icedazzle.com. Thank them so much for coming through, giving that 358 diamond pendant. And it looked like a CPU from Intel. I mean, that's insane.
Don't put it in your PC.
No.
Wear that.
Or? No.
But looking sick up there. And honestly, like overall on the day, I think this was a super fun event. I mean, straight up, I know if you were just catching the stream, you just watched the show match, which was awesome. Yeah. But literally, fans have been here for 3 hours before that, playing 1v1s, eating some good food, checking out all of our artwork, winning computers, doing everything in it. Baby Bay, got anything else for me?
No, thank you guys for attending. We appreciate you all. The crowd was great today. And thank you so much, yo. Thank you, NRG. Let's go.
Shout out the crowd. You are all absolutely amazing. It was super fun to get to walk out, hang out with a bunch of you. But until the next time, this is going to be it from inside the NRG Spectrum Castle. Have a good night.